Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Switch here with the second lesson on the basics of ChatGPT. So I'm gonna use basically mobile app. We are on the Coursiv, just simply because the BlueStack doesn't work. So I need to go like that. We're just gonna have the basically sound from the phone because the desktop version doesn't have the tools to basically use the sound. Yep, that makes sense. So it will be much easier to basically play this from the phone. So if I'm gonna talk too fast or you don't understand something, you can just simply go to the website. And we currently are on the AI basic Coursiv on the ChatGPT basics lesson number 2. And the reason also why I'm telling that to actually go to the website is just simply because that's it. That's the whole lesson. And this is like the summary, which means these are exactly the questions and the answers in that lesson, in that episode. So it's much faster to digest. But obviously, if somebody want to listen to, I'm just going to basically play right now the lesson number 2, which is intro to prompting or introduction to prompting. And yeah, I'm just going to play it, listen to it, and enjoy.
Prompt engineering. Last time we delved into the realm of LLMs and ChatGPT. Now, let's build on that knowledge by diving deeper into the basics of prompt engineering. Buckle up. Remember how we talked about LLMs being like super smart librarians? Well, prompt engineering is like learning to ask that librarian the perfect questions to get the information you need. As we determined, the art and science of crafting prompts, inputs, guide AI models to produce the most valuable and relevant outputs. But what exactly is a prompt? In the context of AI, a prompt is the initial text you provide to the model. It can be a question, a statement, or even a set of instructions. A prompt directs the model's response by providing context and specific instructions. For instance, write a story about a cat is a prompt. The AI model uses this input to generate its output. In this case, a story about a cat. Remember when you had to write a story for an assignment in elementary school using specific vocabulary words? You can do the same with a prompt by adding more details. Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice. You can start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
Okay, so I need to do this on both devices. So we have the UID description story about the cat. So obviously this is like the short description about the cat, blah blah blah. This is obviously short. Later on it's gonna be much more longer prompts, and the reason I'm telling you this, you can actually, or I can actually use my like sort of answers from that cheat sheet because I've done this already. Well, I guess I will need to do this again, right? Decide to record that right now, so yeah. There we go, a great job. The idea of actually learning those prompts is just for the beginners, like to sort of understand how to ask questions, but in the real world, there are lots of examples from that. Of course, you're not gonna use it just simply like the last lesson. We just ask how to tailor the sandwich. Nobody gonna jump to ChatGPT to type how tailor the sandwich unless you're actually doing like a proper professional blog about that, or you actually need to write some specific for the book, or either you name it. So yeah, if you're doing some copywriting, obviously you probably need to do the research. So at the end of the day, maybe it was a good example though, but I'm just saying, like, really from like a normal person perspective, probably you're not going to type to tailor me whatever veggie sandwich. Anyway, so to do this here as well.
The key rule of prompt engineering is to specify the commands to get the most desired result. By following this rule, you will engineer your prompts effectively. Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice. You can start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
Why is prompt engineering so important? Indeed, why? Save time, all of these. Well, all of these save times. enhance the accuracy and using the potential of LLMs. So. Correct answer. By crafting effective prompts, you reduce the need for extensive post-ending. Also, it enhances the accuracy and relevance of the responses, making the model a more powerful tool for your project. Finally, it allows you to leverage the full potential of LLMs, whether you are generating content, solving problems, or exploring creative ideas. Okay.
Prompt engineering enables you to tailor ChatGPT outputs to specific needs or audiences. Whether you're generating marketing copy, technical documentation, or creative stories, the right prompts can help you achieve the desired tone, style, and content. Prompt engineering techniques. Let's examine the 3 main techniques of prompt engineering. The first one is specificity. As we indicated, the more specific your prompt, the more likely you are to get a precise answer. Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice. You can start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
Okay, so another question. Which of these prompts is more specific if you need to learn more about a certain cat breed? I know it's partial because I'm doing this like for third time. But the reason why is that let me what you know about different cat breeds, so it's not really specific, like different. So, but when we actually going to explain the history and characteristic of the and specific cat basically, and we will have obviously better response. So yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm just going next.
Next up is role playing. This technique involves framing your prompt in a way that assigns a role to the model. This way, ChatGPT will know how to act and in what style to answer, give you the best response possible. Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice. Start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
Actually, I noticed I can talk from here. Like, I always trying to be like super close, obviously, that microphone too. But I think you can hear me anyway. Like, at least that's what I can see, like, bar on the OBS running, so we good. Okay, so what we have here. You are a poet who works in whimsical style. Write me a 4-line poem about a cat. Okay. Poet, whimsical, write poem. Okay. Ta-da! And we can just go.
Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice.
Prompt.
You can start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
Why does providing clear content and perspective in your prompts help ChatGPT generate better response? Help generate more relevant, accurate. Clear content. It helps generate more relevant, obviously. Providing clear content will produce the better response. Providing clear content and perspective helps the model generate more relevant and accurate responses. Okay.
Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice.
Oh, another question.
You can start applying what you've learned or skip for now.
As you can see, role playing helps tap into the model's extensive knowledge base in a structured way, ensuring the response are detailed and contextually appropriate. Which example of a prompt use role playing to improve the response? Yada yada. Tell me the best way to bring a new kitten into home. You are a cat behaviorist, so that's gonna be the one. Why? Because we on the beginning on the sentence we are prompting the ChatGPT to be expert in some area, and in this case it's behaviorist. So it's like you don't need to read anything else, just simply because explain already. And that's actually a good tool, like how we can use that in like a day-to-day example. So let's say you're just gonna do the new profile on LinkedIn, or you actually going to do like new CV. So you can prompt that on the beginning, like you are professional copywriter or LinkedIn profile or whatever fuck name you want to put on the beginning. And then basically, yeah, that will be much better outcome of it. But obviously, at the end of the day, you just need to read proofread, excuse me, this, not like error or mistakes, because you're not gonna do any mistakes, just simply like you actually happy with that, and then you can just basically, what I'm doing, copy his response. Let's say you will have prompt like that as an answer, and then you just can copy that and do like a couple of slashes, or just edit this, or either just add that, and you can sort of mold that structure of your cover letter or whatever you are actually working on. Like, you just have to understand the first answer is never gonna be the final answer, and then you just need to work with basically ChatGPT like a normal human being, which it sounds funny because that's not a human being, it's artificial and intelligence at the end of the day. But basically, that's my approach. Like, I'm not talking to ChatGPT as is a ChatGPT. I'm just talking like the guy who know what he's doing, and if he is not doing it, basically I'm blocking him like crazy. Like, what the fuck? So and it's always like 90% is okay. Good cope. Okay, so behavior is okay.
The third technique is iterative prompting. Sometimes your initial prompt might not yield the perfect response. This is where iterative prompting comes in. It involves refining and tweaking your prompts based on the initial outputs to get closer to the desired result. Think about how you would follow up on an initial prompt to create an ad for cat food targeting cat owners. Initial prompt: what makes premium cat food beneficial for cats? Now it's time to put your knowledge into practice. You can start applying what you've learned or skip.
Would have, can you provide a clarification, explanation, provide a detailed explanation of why premium cat food is great for cats' overall health? Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, like the prompts are like genuinely you don't care. This is just example, and that's why lots of people saying like this course is shit. Like, who would dare to spend money on it? Like, it's not shit, because after those 4 introductions to AI, you have like lots of courses without any certification, but lots of stuff which actually guide you and tell you all about niches online, like how to monetize this. So this course is definitely not a crap, and definitely is a good for the people who don't really have much money to spend, and they don't have any idea how to basically turn sort of your shitty job into like something good. Yeah, that's basically my answer. Like basically you can just do some like side hustle on the beginning, like you work in your job, you don't need to quit your job, right? But you can actually physically every day like putting like 2 hours, or obviously if you're gonna put more, then you will see much faster results. But I'm just saying, like, this course is actually good. But obviously if somebody been like searching the web for the last 2 years and following like some other guys from social media, YouTubers, whatever you name it, and it's actually into AI, so that course is definitely, well, then just too easy, because you already learned throughout the last 2 years. But if you haven't learned anything at all about AI, this course I think is like amazing starting point. Anyway, so can you provide the blah 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 detail premium overhauled? Actually, it's a good thing, because if you do mistakes on the bottom on the screen, you will see what's wrong, sort of. Oh, I need to wear the glasses now. Oh, okay. The reason why I'm wearing the orange glasses is go nice to the bed when I'm gonna take them out, because it's imitate the sunrise or sunset, and it's against the blue light, which basically spending like me like 12 hours plus sitting next to the computer, despite the fact the blue light is removed from the monitors, but any artificial light is basically a blue light. So wear orange glasses, guys. It's game changer. Like, you can actually go to the bed at 2 a.m., whatever, 3 a.m., and you can sleep like 4 hours. I'm not saying that's like a good tactic or anything, but you can actually sleep less and be more energized, more powerful, but try to hit 7 hours, obviously. Anyway, like 20 topics, it's just me, 20 topics in the video about
Hence, iterative prompting
AI.
is like a dialogue, where each iteration helps you hone in on the perfect prompt. To wrap up, writing a good prompt is all about combining the techniques and putting them into practice. Every time you interact with the model, you have a chance to learn and improve. Keep experimenting, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun with it.
Okay. Actually, it was the finish of the lesson. So thank you much, guys, for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye for now. You can ask question if you want to ask any question. Obviously, everything is on the website. See you later. See you tomorrow. Take care and bye for now.